Welcome.
Hello. Wow. Brows. Wow. Brows. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just coming off a whirlwind weekend, but
Yep.
all is good.
Headed to Minneapolis last weekend and had a conference with our Mary Kay educational sisterhood, I guess I should say. Um, and just a lot of fun. Super lot of fun.
I know. I love they give us options.
hmm Definitely.
The, the
Definitely.
the virtual one was good as well.
Was it good?
Hmm.
Good. I'm glad they do give us options. You're absolutely correct. Makes it easy.
It does, and I was excited because one of my sister directors, who is from my original national area, was the number 3 speaker, and so
Oh,
in the state of Texas, that's pretty big.
yeah. That's really big. And they get a chance to hear her too then. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
good. Very good. All right, what you got for us tonight, Lisa?
Well, what I have for you, first of all, is hello. And welcome to Wild Browse. I am Lisa Seifert and Weigelt, and I'm excited to welcome you to Wild Browse tonight. We will show you the amazing products that we have to make our brows look wow and how to apply them. As you can see, we are here with only one brow on. That's a wow in itself. So we will show you our own techniques to apply those products so that you can find the best technique that works for you. And if you have questions about the color we're using or how we're applying the product, feel free to ask in the comments. We do a live here Tuesday nights with a variety of topics, sharing our Mary Kay products. And if this is your first time joining us, thank you and welcome. Let us know in the comments how you found us. Maybe someone invited you to the party, or maybe you joined the fun because you saw it shared on a girlfriend's Facebook page. So once you're done introducing yourself, don't forget to hit the share button with
Yeah.
your friends by clicking it. You might just brighten someone's day or night or help them find their best brows. So click share, sit back in your chair, and meet my co-host.
So I'm wondering if co-host could have been like co-hair or something to rhyme with chair because it was going so well, and then all of a sudden it's co-host like that. So
Yeah, my split hair,
yeah, there you go. There you go.
my split end.
You split in. Yeah, there you go. Well, that doesn't rhyme though either though, Lisa. Come on, get in with the game here. Okay, so Mary Kay offers one of the best tools to help you stay connected with your beauty consultant and so much more. This app is amazing. Download the app from your App Store for your Android or your iOS device. And let me tell you a few things that this app can guide you to do. You can contact your beauty consultant directly from the app, either by her phone number or her email address. It's amazing. You can start a shopping bag. So like at night when you're washing your face, right? And you're almost out of your cleanser, you can click on the app and you can put cleanser in your shopping bag, even though you may have enough for, another week or so. But you can start to put those things and build that too. You can find your beauty regimen by inputting the products, and it'll tell you in what order to use it in the morning and at night. And then you also can see your order history. So when it comes time to reorder something, you can go back and click on that foundation color or that eyeshadow that you wanted. You can do a skincare profile in there so that you can see your product recommendations, which is amazing. So you can make a little wish list from it. And then you can also use that wish list for some gifting ideas or gift receiving ideas for the future from other people, and then share that wish list with them too. Plus an area for featured products to learn about too. So a lot, right? I mean, what's stopping you from getting it downloaded and getting connected with your beauty consultant today? So let's get started.
Okay, well, I'm going to have you put up the next slide. I think we all could use a laugh. Bank teller, your account is overdrawn. Me, well, so are your eyebrows, but here we are. So hopefully that put a smile on your face, which could also change the expression of your eyebrows. And that's a good thing to keep in mind, because taking a look at the shape of your face, you want to make sure that you have a calm look to your face, because if you have a surprise look and you put your eyebrows on while they're surprised, your face will go calm and your eyebrows will be up here. So you want to make sure that the power of the brow is to frame your face. So the first step in the Wow Brows is to decide the best brows for your face shape. So if you take a look, the top left is for an oval face, and you'll want to create a shallow arch to add more dimension and to avoid a dramatic brow shape. The top middle, this is for a round face, and you'll want to create a lifted angled arch to lengthen your face. The top right is for a long face, a flat eyebrow to make your face appear shorter. Then as you go down to the bottom row, the bottom left is for a square face. And you try a rounder shape or a low soft arch with medium thickness to accent your strong jawline. The bottom middle is for a heart-shaped face, and you use the eyebrows as the top of the heart and create a lower rounded arch for a soft, natural look. Then to the bottom right, this is for a diamond-shaped face. Rounded brows will add a softer, less wide look.
So, do you know who you are?
I would say I'm more square.
Yeah, me too. And when you were going through those descriptions, it reminded me that, I mean, my brow has a soft arch to it, and it's about medium thickness versus this side over here that, you know, is very thin and stuff too. And it helps to balance out the jawline area too. So kind of interesting.
And I think sometimes too that people want to keep in mind that perhaps you have a thyroid condition, and that thyroid condition can shorten the tail on your eyebrow. And that's a natural, you know, one of the what you call that?
Indicators,
symptoms that you might have a thyroid issue. And so this is a great way to be able to correct that and not have to worry about it. So
I get to correct my thyroid issue by putting in a brow and my thyroid's fixed?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
But your eyebrow will be.
Just testing. All right. Now that you know that ideal face shape, and by the way, we'll make sure that that's posted on the page later on, so you can go take a look and review that, because we went through those descriptions pretty quickly too. But now that ideal brow shape for your face too, the next step is to map it out. So you're going to take a pencil. So it could be your eyebrow pencil. And there is the outside of the nose, and there's this little inside piece of the nose too. And that's where I want you to lay it on, is that little inside piece. Whoops, there we go. And I want you to come straight up, and that's where your brow is going to start. And you can actually put a little dot there, because sometimes the brows don't come all the way in because of the shape of your face. And so you might have to enhance that, which we're going to find out on the other side. And then also from the outer corner of the nose area past the iris is where that arch is going to be. And so you can see that's happening currently right now. And then you're going to go past the corner of the nose, past the eye, and then it will be at the end of where the brow ends too. And that will help you. So there's 3 different things: inside corner for the start, across the iris for the arch, and then the outside of the eye for the end of the brow then too. So that's going to help. And then the Mary Kay eyebrow eyeliner brush, which I like to, call the spoolie. Got an end like that. And the other end has a little, there we go, magic pointed, slanted end too. This is a tandem brush too. So the wired spoolie end is used to tame the brows and brush through the brows in short strokes to blend the colors. So we're going to kind of do some of this in order. You've taken out any foundation or powder or something. And if you're like me, your little brows are like, they're wire. Mine are really like wiry. So they like to go all over the place too. And then we're going to talk about 2 different products tonight. The volumizing brow tint, which is this particular product. It's in a little tube. And let me show you what this little, and it's got a little spoolie on the end of it. We're going to be talking about this too. It helps, those little fibers in this product here helps to cling to the hair in the brows to give you lush, fulling brows. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this later. And the Life Proof formula means that You can be doing things during your life, and you don't that's what life proof means, and you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Has a flexible hold to help those brows stay in put all day long, and it's smudge resistant, and it does tame unruly brows. I know that for sure. And it's flake proof. It doesn't come off too. So whether you like to shape, tame, thicken, fill in, or want to boost your brows, this one does it all. I almost said chicken instead of thicken. So, okay, your turn. Who wants to sign up next for this?
I recently posted on Facebook that the chicken no longer crossed the road on his own, but that he took an Uber, which is a sheep.
Uber, EY. Okay, good job.
So the next tool that we have is our Precision Brow Tool. And this is a Smooth Glide microtip liner that delivers hair by hair definition. So you can see it. I have swiveled it up a little bit. This too is life proof. So it keeps brows looking beautiful and stays put all day long. It's a long lasting, smudge resistant, lightweight, retractable. And that means there's no sharpening for it. And so for added dimensions to the brows, we also have eyeshadows, which you'll see in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and show you our brow talent
first. All right. I use actually 2 pencils because of the depth of my brows and the depth of my hair color. I actually use a dark blonde and I use a black brown, although you would go, what? Your hair's not black. I need it in order to get, so I use the black brown to start with the shape of the brow and for a line underneath and for a line at top. And then I'm going to take the dark blonde, which is closer to my hair color, and I'm going to finish in the middle with little feathery strokes. So yeah, here we go.
Okay, and I am using 1 pencil, and that is a brunette. And I have my left eye done, so I'm going to do my right eye. And the small feather strokes are so unique to making it look as though it is adding extra depth to it, but also little microscopic hairs.
And the line above and the line below are actually what you would call like little guardrails to define the shape of the brow. So I don't know if you can see what's happening right now. I've got a darker line underneath, a darker line at top, and then kind of outlining the front end of the brow just a little bit before I come back in with my dark blonde. Now, there might be some of you out there that are thinking, I've been thinking about microblading. What do you think? And I say, well, I've done it. First of all, don't ask me why, but when I decided to do it, I didn't realize it's an actual tattoo. I thought I would never have a tattoo, but now I have tattoos in my brows. I'm not really sure that after having the process done that I would necessarily pay to do that again, because I can get the same thing done with a pencil that I paid lots of money. However, if you have brows that are thinning and you want to thicken that area, one of the things that I have found from another company, I hate to promote somebody else, but here we go, we're here, is Grande Brow Definer. Now, this you can put on in areas that you want to bring brows back. So in my more youthful days, I had a unibrow, literally, and I didn't like the look, and so I wanted to tweeze it, and I kept tweezing and tweezing and tweezing, and I went too far back because somebody had told me the inside corner, which is like here inside your eye, just a minute here, and your brow is way back here, and it's much more flattering when you bring the brow in closer to the nose, especially if you have wide set eyes like I do. So I knew I used to have it once before. This product will help only bring back what you had, not to enhance. I have not been very consistent with it. But what has happened is there's little fine baby kind of peach fuzz type of hair there. It's not like the wiry hair that I have in the rest of my brow. But what this product allows me to do is that when it comes time to using the brow tint, which is the microfibers, it will grab a hold of that and will give a little bit more of a fuller look. And so I like to put my brow tint on after I get done to help tame my brows. I have gray brows in there. And so instead of tweezing them out, having bald areas, I just leave them in because this will help to color it. But so I start back a ways from the front end of my brow first, because where you deposit this first is where the intensity is going to be. And then I come back to the front and lightly help to blend that front part in with the rest of my brow, which happens by the microscopic stuff grabbing onto the brow. Now, it's pretty intense, so I give it a chance to dry, and then I'll come back in a little bit and show you what my next step is. Lisa?
Okay, well, thank you. And thanks for mentioning the microblading. I just want to encourage you that if you decide that's something you'd like to do, I check into the credibility as far as maybe some of the work that has been done, because we really want to make sure that it is true to your color. You don't want a black eyebrow if you have blonde hair,
Right.
Unless you're doing black and white makeup. I mean, that would be something totally different, but it's tattooed, like Becky said, it's going to stick around a while. And we want you to stick around, and you might not want to go out because of the result of that. So just know that you have options, and maybe ask someone who has gone to someone what they think, so that you come on a referral, just FYI. So long ago, before we actually had eyebrow pencils and we actually had brow tints, we used to take eyeshadows. And so I put together a palette of colors that could give you an idea of what color would work best for you. So on the far side, that is a hazelnut. Next to it is a cinnabar, a mahogany, and an espresso. So those colors are chromofusion. So they will stay with you and your eyebrow area where you place them. So you could use this not only to touch your eye makeup up, but you could also use it to touch up the eyebrows. You can create your own combinations of colors by doing that, by maybe putting a little bit, putting it on the back of your hand to see if you like that color, and then just experimenting with it. And the setting that Becky was talking about, you can also use our finishing spray, and you can use the finishing spray directly on the brush to spray it, to grab the color and then be able to apply it. Or you could do it after you've applied it, spray it a little bit, and come back before you go back through with the spoolie brush again. So I'm going to grab a little bit of color, which I'm going to use is the espresso. Put just a little bit of the finishing spray on it, just to make it a little wet. Grab a little bit of that color, and I'm going to come back and add to it.
Tell me about the importance, while you're doing that, of finishing spray versus just getting it damp from some water.
Well, the finishing spray has the longevity of staying along. It also has almost more of like a waterproof protection. If you were in a pinch, you could use the finishing spray as a deodorant. It has a lot of really great options for you. It really will set the makeup. If you're doing particular wedding photos, anniversary photos, birthday photos, etc., and you're out in the different types of climate, this makes it a little bit easier, and it will also help absorb any of the perspiration that might be happening too.
Excellent. So what color are you using first?
So I'm using the espresso, but brunette was beneath that. And like
brunette with the brow pencil underneath there, right?
Yeah. And like Becky said, wherever you start, that's going to be the darkest deposit. So if you noticed, I started back a little bit further, and then I came forward to finish what needed to do. This brow didn't have any of espresso in it, so I'm just adding a little bit to it. And a little bit goes a long way. You need to perhaps practice. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. So you want to make sure that we know what we're doing here.
And permanent could be wrong.
That's right. Absolutely. So the spoolie side is the other part of the tandem brush here. And I'm just going to come and brush through while Becky's waiting for her tint to dry.
And that, of course, does not have any finishing spray on it, because otherwise you would just pull away what you just stuck in there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, so I come back in with the spoolie brush. Forgot which brow I did. Here we go. I come back in with the, no, I did this side. I come back in with the spoolie brush, and I start back towards the middle where I have more hair instead of the baby fine hair. And I take the spoolie through there to be able to blend it out. I don't drag in the front part here because that needed some extra help to boost the color up. So I just come back here and pull just a little bit of to soften it, because there is a lot of color. And even though it's a dark blonde, there's a lot going on there. So don't think that when you put them on that, oh, I've got to wear it like that. Let it dry. Don't drag it through right away, because you'll take off of what you just got done doing. But let it dry for a little bit, and then come back and take that spoolie brush through there. So it really is an important tool. $10, $12? Do you know?
I think they're 12.
Yeah, they're not very expensive. So they last forever if you take care of them.
And just another added hint is that don't forget about the man, your brother, your husband, your significant other, relative, whatever, because you can add just a little bit with the slanted brush or pencil to their eyebrow and totally change the face of someone who's very blonde or is out in the sun a lot, their hair is blonded, and it doesn't look fake and it doesn't look like makeup.
You know what else I use this for? Because of the brows that I do have, and they're wiry and they grow like crazy, I will brush them up or brush them down and take little manicure scissors and help to shape the brow too, by just taking off the top part, or if you shape it down, taking off the bottom part or whatever, so that when I go to put the hair back down, it lays down in there instead of being like this all over everywhere. So,
well, and not that you have, but that's a perfect example for someone who may have, through chemotherapy or something, may have lost their hair. It may start to come back curlier than it ever was, whether it's on their head or on their eyebrow areas. And that's a great way that you can become more familiar with what they used to be like and what you prefer by what Becky just shared with you. Because if you remember, our brows should be sisters, not twins.
Right.
So to let
one more little tip too, you know, Lisa used multiple colors with the brow definer and an eyeshadow, and I used 2 different brow pencils. It's because our hair on our head is not just one solid color. There's variations in there. There's some highlights sometimes, sparkles for some of us. And so that adds dimension and adds interest, I guess is probably the other word that I want to say too. So that was a lot just about brows.
Yes, which they're the window to the soul.
That's true. Very true. All right. Do we have specials for them tonight?
We do. And
okay.
Up next is for our Believers in Beauty specials tonight. When you purchase 50, you're going to receive $5 free, 75, $10 free, 100, $20 free, and $250 free. And how fun for you, because having that extra 5 could mean almost an extra eyeshadow.
Excellent. 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 And as you're bringing your friends together to join our group, don't forget about our one-time, anytime discount when you share your Tuesday night with these girls. This will give you the opportunity to get the products that you love for free. And if you're looking for a more permanent discount, we would love to welcome you into our Pink Bubble as a beauty consultant. It's only $10 to start your business, and it immediately gives you access to a 50% discount. So if you're looking for more money or for a discount on your own products, check out with your beauty consultant how you can get started today.
Absolutely. And as you might have noticed, that's for the month of March. So
thank you.
You want to take action on that quickly.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Did you learn something new? We hope you feel more comfortable putting your brows on. The final code word is sisters. Be sure to share it with your consultant. We'll be back here Tuesday evening, April the 9th for the Pantene Color of the Year. Same time, same place. Be sure to join us. Have a great night.
And that's the 9th in 2 weeks, not 1 week, 2 weeks. So we're taking a break. See you
Yep.
later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.